see at this point of where y'all are at, trying to develop with a new player and everything. Like, what signs of progress are you seeing, and where do you feel like your biggest challenge is with trying to keep everybody together right now?
Just a sign tonight having 26 assists. Still spacing is still messed up offensively, not being in the right spots. So it's a little congested in the paint. But just we got to get out to better starts in those first and third quarters. Got to be better. So I saw some good things. Especially offensively that last quarter. Was able to get some penetration, get some open threes on the kickouts, and then defensively just picking up. I thought T-Man came in, did a good job. I thought PJ came in, did a great job of just bringing that energy and bringing those intangibles we need defensively, and it kind of turned the game around for us along with Russ in that second unit. So that was a positive. Just got to go back to see the rest of the game to kind of like let you know everything else. But I saw some intriguing things, but we just got to be better.
You guys have been doing well in first quarters this month, even though the game would go however it went from there. What was the difference tonight or today versus how things had been?
I don't know. I just it wasn't really a good flow, offensively, as far as a good flow for on the offensive end, and defensively, they ran their stuff hard. Like I said, Taylor has his teams prepared, and they play hard, they cut hard, they do everything hard. And so if you're not matching their intensity on the offensive end, it can pick you apart. And they was able to do that early on in the game.
I don't believe they played in the fourth, but the starting lineup was like a minus 13 or 14 through three quarters. What has them struggling to just play a rhythmic kind of offense out there?
I think playing too slow, just playing too slow. Like we get rebounds, we get stops, we got to push it on makes, we got to push it, get it up quick, and attack early. We can't just fucking. Sorry. Oh, no. I mean, we just can't just walk around offensively. Like, you got to get to the next actions. You got to things we work on for the last 3 years. We just got to do a better job of doing that. And if you don't do that, and you don't do it hard, you'll get beat every night. And we're seeing those results. And so, until we want to, play hard on both ends of the floor, if we want to do things hard, cuts, screens, running the screen, sprinting the floor, then it's going to be tough nights every single night. And so, it's up to our guys to change their mentality in that regard. Because we're teaching it, we're showing it, we're telling it, so now we got to perform.
Hey, Ty, how much dialogue are you having directly with James and sort of how he plays, how you guys want to play, and how he needs to integrate into what you do?
I'm having, good dialogue with him. Still early on, but we need to have more dialogue, just understanding exactly, what we need from him. And so just, him being aggressive, not looking at the bench, trying to, just play. Just do your thing. If you're doing too much, we'll let you know. And he's a special player, and so we understand that. And when you come into a new situation that you have really good players, it's always tough to come in and just try to take over. And so with PG and Kawhi and Russ, we've had these conversations, and so we just got to make sure we get James as comfortable as possible because he's going to be huge for our team and what we're trying to do. And so we got to just get him comfortable as fast as possible.
Is it too far to say he's being, almost too polite?
Yes, he is.
I mean, do you want to expand on that? Just sort of.
He's being too polite. What you want me to say?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's being too polite.
Hey, Coach, what do you think the wings and guards can do to kind of help, Zoo back there on the boards? Because they were able to out-rebound you guys 48-34. So what do you think the wings can do to help out?
First, box out, hit first, with the new league and how the game has changed and analytics, everybody's fighting for more possessions. Now they're crashing more guards. So we got to make sure we're checking and boxing out. And then when Zoo goes to block shots, we got to make sure we're cracking back. We're getting a body on Bismack Biyombo and Jaren Jackson. And if Biyombo catches the ball in the basket, foul him.
Ty, the crew you had down there, the fourth that brought you back, were guys that are obviously familiar with each other. How much are you fighting using guys that have that continuity with each other while trying to incorporate James in? Well,
I mean, if you look at the starting lineup, you got 4 guys with that continuity, so it's only 1. So if you put him with the second unit, it's going to be 4 guys that without continuity, So, I mean, a player like James, it's not hard to integrate. I think James has to be more selfish, not meaning shooting every ball, but just, running pick and rolls, making the plays, not deferring, because we need his passing ability. We need him being able to attack, and what he brings to this team we need, So just getting him more comfortable and getting him comfortable as fast as possible.
Hey, Ty. Obviously, James's debut in his hometown did not go as planned. What message do you tell him tonight? What do you say to him after the game?
I don't know.
Felt like Bones was kind of just a casualty of the rotation you guys went out there today. What were your conversations with him about not playing today and just staying ready?
We had conversations, yeah.
Is this something we can expect to see this foreseeable future? Do you want to see this kind of rotation for a minute?
Yeah, I want to see this rotation for a little while, and Norm, finally gave us a good game offensively. So the rotation is just playing 10 guys early on, just kind of see who fits and who plays well together. I thought Bones was playing really well, so it's not a good feeling for a coach when a guy's playing well, to have to sit him down because of the rotations. But we talked and he understood, and like I said, he's going to be professional and continue to keep working because his time is going to come. But right now, just to stay away from that small lineup, and just unfortunately it had to be Bones because he was playing well.
Coach, Paul really got going, and especially in that second group with it was him, Russ, Zoo. How have the conversations been, with Paul, getting him going, and how'd you like, his aggressiveness coming into this game too as well?
I thought he turned down some shots early on, just kind of, playing in thought a little bit instead of just being aggressive, attacking, taking his open shots. But, like I said, at the end of that third and fourth quarter, he really got us going as far as, in the pick and roll, making the right pass. And we was able to get 4-on-3 on the backside with Russ, catching in the pocket, Dorm catching the T-man. And was able to get some open threes, and so just, our guys just being more direct, when it's your play, you can make the play, and so we just got to make sure our guys are understanding that.
How do you feel like he is, especially with situations? I know a lot more teams are starting to blitz him, especially when you have, the big four out, when you have him and Russ in lineups. How do you feel like he's doing with blitzing and being a playmaker? Like you said, he made some good reads and stuff too as well.
Yeah, I thought, out of small pick and roll, he made some really good passes and plays. And when teams do blitz us, I think that forces, us offensively to have 4-on-3 on the backside. And so if we can get the ball to that short roll, we can do a lot of damage, which we did tonight. So just continue to keep working on that. And, probably going to see some blitzes coming up on Tuesday night.
And, Coach, you set James with about 2 minutes left in the third. You guys were down 15. You guys are able to make up ground in the fourth. What made you come back with James with 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter when you guys were able to catch up?
Bismack was just kind of clogging up the lane and wasn't really any driving lanes. And so, we got James back in the game. He made a big three, I think, to put us up 1, which was huge, and just gave us more spacing on the floor.
Ty, that fourth quarter lineup with Norm in there operating as a short roller, is that, even though on a night when the result isn't what you want, is that like a positive that you can take?
Yeah, that was positive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just, whenever we, put 2 on the ball and get T-Man, Russ, and Norm playing that short role and being able to make decisions is good for us. Thank you. Yeah.